Fireworks at the Karen Read murder retrial today as her attorneys call for a mistrial. And it came as the prosecution was questioning the defense's dog bite expert. Our NBC 10's John Maroney joining us live from Norfolk Superior Court to explain, really, John, what can be described as a dramatic moment inside that courtroom.
Well, so the defense, they called for that mistrial after the jury heard talk of dog DNA. Not surprisingly, Judge Beverly Cannoni wasn't buying it.
The defense moves strongly, vigorously for a mistrial with prejudice.
Defense attorney Robert Alessi demanding an end to the retrial of Karen Read after he says the subject of dog DNA was introduced to the jury improperly.
It is powerful evidence that the Commonwealth has to undermine this idea that the linear superficial abrasions on John O'Keefe's arm were somehow caused by a dog.
Karen Read has pleaded not guilty to hitting John O'Keefe with her SUV, resulting in his death in a snowstorm. Special prosecutor Hank Brennan was questioning Dr. Marie Russell, a defense expert who says the injuries to O'Keefe's arm were caused by a dog, not a motor vehicle. That's when jurors learned the gray hoodie O'Keefe was wearing the night he died tested negative for dog DNA, prompting the motion for a mistrial.
The prosecution has to suffer the consequences of its own intentional actions of bringing up that topic.
Mr. Brennan, you can continue with this line of questioning.
Judge Beverly Cannoni denied the mistrial, while Dr. Russell continued to defend her conclusions on the cross-examination that O'Keefe's injuries weren't the result of a collision with an SUV.
I don't see any medical evidence that there was impact with the vehicle.
So the taillight was damaged, but there was a crack missing, but it was not completely damaged.
A Dighton police officer testified about the seizure of Read's SUV at her parents' home. He recalls seeing a piece of the taillight was missing, unlike later images from the Canton PD showing the entire taillight was gone.
What sort of stood out for you?
That the taillight was not completely smashed. I think the word the independent cop, as the prosecutor himself called him, was it was not completely smashed in or busted in.
Now, a new defense witness is expected to be on the stand tomorrow, which is also expected to be a half day of testimony. Well, live in Dedham, John Maroney, NBC 10 Boston.
John, thank you. NBC 10 Boston is your home for Karen Read's second murder trial. We carry those court proceedings live every day over on our sister station, NECN. You can also stream it on our YouTube page. Then be sure to join us every weeknight for a recap of the day's proceedings on Canton Confidential at 7 o'clock.